nowhere. But hey, we're going to be going live. Cartel X versus Sendo Rosquilla, round 1 of the Division 2 top 32 playoffs are underway. Dark Carnival will be the opening map. Cartel X on the survivor side first. We're going to see the 2-2 hunt smoke for the opening attack here. Sendo Rosquilla will be on the SI. Hunter going to be coming from the bus, going to give away his location with that hunt. Oh, look at the smoke separation early on for Cartel X. They did skeet that Hunter. And it's actually going to be a decent, solid opening attack for Sendo Rosquilla, finding 3%. That was a nice little separation smoke. It was Atsu off on his own. I mean, a little bit caught. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come for Cartel X, as the follow-up attack will be coming up. Does Sendo Rosquilla try to get another one, or do they wait? They have a quad right away. Oh, boy. Can you imagine the kind of precedent we will set in this match if we have a quad on the second attack? Sendo Rosquilla is going to rotate up to the underpass. It's usually where the hits are sent. It's going to be kind of tough to land a quad there, but I feel like that is the best spot to try here in the early goings of this match. Can definitely get a nasty little momentum swing early here if they're able to land this. We'll see. We got one shotgun being ran by Cartel X. I could have sworn they were a 2-shotgun team. Maybe it's because the open, kind of an open Dark Carnival map, or maybe they're missing a second shotgun player. I don't know. But right now they're running one. They're going to call the go-go. Here goes Cartel X. Here comes the smoke pool from the front. Here comes the quad try. Hunter lands. The smoker does get clear. Jockey gets M2. Charger was off the mark. It's going to be a tiny bit of damage, but overall it's a clean shutdown by Cartel X. Charger going to get 2 punches. And end up finding some damage there at the end. Unsuccessful quad try for Sendo Rosquilla, but I gotta give him credit for trying. So we're gonna see kind of a throwaway 2-2 coming up here, as the Charger did die last. Will be a Hunter and a Jockey. Probably gonna try and plant the car alarm. There's the Boomer gonna find one. They're not gonna shoot it. Hunter in. I thought he'd maybe go for the boom, but they're gonna attack the back here. Hunt spit will be successful. Nice split, but I don't think that spit spreads over to Nick. No, it doesn't. So again, just a little bit of ticks off the separation, but not able to get that stack damage. And I really thought the Hunter was gonna go for the boom person. And let's see where they have to. It looks like they're gonna be able to run back for this tank. Or do they take it out here? I feel like both are viable options, but of course out here you got the hittable car. And it does look like Cartel X wants to send it back. We have tank number 1. Ready to go as they get the... Oh, they get a double... Oh, no, this is not good. One slam comes out. Can they get this in cap? 2 slams. Charger will die. The smoker is still 8 seconds out. Insider's gonna survive. And Cartel X will avoid absolute disaster. But it is still a lot of damage, and my, oh my, was that close to being terrible, as Apollo has tank number 1 for Sendo Rosquilla. Oh boy. That was a huge heads-up play, double cap on the back line. I feel like maybe the Charger took him a little bit early. I feel like maybe he could have punched him. If he punched him, maybe that's an in cap. I don't know. Or they're going to send the attacker. They got the double boom. There's the Hunter. Should get mopped up. It will. Jockey M2'd and cleared out. Clean recovery from Cartel X. But we got Apollo dropping in. Going to start working in these cars. That one's going to be perfectly placed on top of the roof. He's going to bring in the second one. And it's going to also be placed on the roof. Okay, this tank is getting some great car hits here. But what a hot start to this one. That was almost disaster for the number 3 seed in Division 2, as this tank's going to work in a third car here. Going to bring in the alarm car from the side. Smoke pool trying to catch one out, and that car is going to be tough. It's going to be wedged. Look at the Charger. Going to land in the open, but it's going to be mopped up, and now this tank's in a little bit of an awkward spot. Oh, the smoke pool under the car, but it wedges. Tank's going to just take that corner. Cartel X positioning is so awful right now, but now he's alone. Thank you for the raid flames. Good luck in your match here. It's soon, I think, right? Yeah, good luck in that one. Lost versus Allied, also a game I'm excited for, but unfortunately I'll be here doing this one. Tank, nice decommit, gonna hide behind these 2 cars. Cartel X off to a pretty rough start. Oh my goodness, that's quite the bounce, but the Jockey gets killed. Support's gonna have to go in. Here he goes. Hunter gets blasted. Charger will connect. Oh, he gets the in cap. Hold on, I'll fix the game sound in a sec. There's crazy stuff happening right now. Now Atsu's taking fall damage. Ooh, that's a little too loud. Survivor split 2-2 right now. They're trying to recover. Cartel X is not looking so hot. Tank decommitting, playing this absolutely perfectly. Is this a free E-Rock? In it goes. Not quite, a little overshot. Nick almost eats it to the dome. Down to 266 here. Murder is at 1 HP.
Don't stop shooting! Hey, look out!
That, wait, the rock, oh, he got the reset. That rock connected. And now the rotation up top. Cartel X doing everything they can to LOS this tank, but he got the second pass reset. Jockey gonna drop down, try and get the separation. M2'd. Gets cleared out, and this tank is playing this absolutely phenomenally. Now they're rotating it back up to the billboard, but he's holding on to less than 1,000 points, 730. And now another attack from Sendo Rosquilla. Nice insta clear. Rock flies in. Insider's able to skeet that out. Hunter on the front, taking guns off the tank. Down to 473. Here comes a corkscrew over the top. And what an impressive start from the number 30 seed. Taking it right to Cartel X as they eat another rock. There's a second in cap below. Another rock flies. It is the third in cap. Apollo is aiming it. Boomer does get picked off, and now Nick should be out of line for these rocks. But my, oh my. What is going on? Over the top. That one breaks on the skybox. They're going to be able to get these pickups and continue. I think they should just run it forward at this point. Their LOS game is off horrendously. Jockey gets a scratch. Smoker over the top gets killed. And is the playoff pressure getting to the number 3 team? As they're trying their very best to LOS. Another attack. Nick separated. Quick Hunter clear coming out. And it's another rock connection. He resets his second again as Murder dies off. Oh my goodness. Tank rotates back up to the top, still with 230. Another E-Rock over top. No hitbox this time. Sending in the Charger. That's a second kill. Nick is chasing this Charger, but they're down to 2 survivors. Charger gets blasted down. But what are we doing in this situation? Tank has dropped down, rotating, keeping that second pass. Gonna go down and let this AI, but it matters not. As this AI tank is going to die off, but they still have so far to get any distance, and there's only 2 survivors left on Cartel X. Pull up onto the bus. Nick will finish the job. Tank is dead, and what an absolutely impressive start from the number 30 seed, taking it right to the number 3 Cartel X. As here comes a double cap. Hunter lands, and there it is, the double cap. Cartel X is gonna wipe out. Not what you want to see when you're the higher seed. They're only gonna score 253 here on Dark Carnival 1. And now what is it that Sendo Rosquilla can do on their survivor half? We'll go. Second half coming your way. Gonna be quickly heading into the second half here. Sendo Rosquilla probably feeling it with all that momentum. Can Cartel X keep their heads in check as we are live? 2 shotgun. No, another 1 shotgun setup from this time from Sendo Rosquilla. Opening attack 2-2 smoke hunt. Here comes the go-go. Smoking a lead from the front-hand sides. Hunter looking to stack. Nice DP! Hunt, spit, success, double boom on the back line. And it's about a matching opening attack. They're going to find a little over 3%. So a hot start on both sides here. On the SI side.
Down this off ramp. Grabbing a guitar.
Shout out Atsu. One of my biggest fans. Love him. Similar to Sendo Rosquilla, Cartel X is going to try the quad here at the underpass. It didn't really work out for Sendo Rosquilla at all, so we'll see if Cartel X has a bit better fortune.
Reloading. I hear Hunter.
Hunter from the top gives away his location. Looks like everything's going to be coming from the top. Smoker is on the back line here. Here goes the quad try. Smoker gives away, misses the tongue. Hunter trying to cover. Jockey can't find a target. A little awkward here. Smoker gets cleared. Hunter still can't find one. There it goes, and the Charger gets chased down. And we will not see better fortune. It'll be a matching quad failure as Sendo Rosquilla completely shuts it down. Now alarm card play for this 2-2. Final hit before the tank most likely. It's going to be a 2-2 Charger Jockey. Not bad for damage stack potential. If the Jockey can land, maybe stack with the Charger. Of course, in this kind of clustered up, bundled up area, it might be easier to land a Charger solo. We will see. As Sendo Rosquilla pushes it forward. He got 204, the position 1 shotgun. The rest of them running SMGs. Looks like Ellis is the 2. Nick being Apollo, going to be in the back 3, and Rochelle, RACX, going to be the 4th. Here come the go-go's, 2-2 in. Charger does land. Where's the spit? There it is. Jockey on the car alarm, and they pull together a beautiful 2-2. Double boom down below. Car alarm triggered. As they'll chase the spitter and pick it off, as they're not in any hurry to get this tank, and this is actually going to be good for Cartel X. This is going to give them plenty of time to set up what they want to do when this tank spawns up, and they're really split right now. And they actually might be able to get hit inside. They're not going to have a spitter, though, so they might not even want to do that. They might want to just wait for the run back on this tank. There's so many comments trickling in. Sendo Rosquilla has calmed it down. They're going to negate what I just said. They're going to go. Charger falls off, misses the spawn, as does the Hunter. Smoker killed in the back. This is turning into a bit of a nothing burger. So Charger gets a slam or a punch, nothing more. And they'll keep this boomer alive. And there it goes. Another double boom landing. More comms will begin trickling in. But this should be Sendo Rosquilla able to completely take the run back for free. As Nick will drop down, this will spawn the tank. It'll be tank number 1 for Cartel X up in the hands of Murder. As I said, there is Sendo Rosquilla. Now hold on a minute, there's a Jockey. And a Smoker. With the Jockey's way out of position, Sendo Rosquilla makes the drop down. They're going to send in the attack anyway. Smoker's off the mark, bounces off the wall. Jockey gets M2'd. Still alive though. Gets killed off finally, and they'll keep this Charger. Let's get eyes on Murder, see what he's planning to do here as the Charger connects onto Apollo below, does find a slam. Can he hit this rock? E-Rock from downtown. And nope, the Smoker pulled him out of the way, but it's still going to be even more damage tallying up on the Sendo Rosquilla, who is going to eat a ton of pre-tank. Murder going to drop down immediately, hits car number 1. Obviously no alarm, so it doesn't matter. That is a great car placed onto the roof. He's going to climb up the left-hand side here to keep vision. It looks like he's going to try to play it long, too, as we have a hit. Hunt Boom Jock up right now. He's going to call the go-go. First corkscrew unsuccessful. Going to go for the E-Rock. No hit is going, though. He's spamming the bind. Hunter's off. Going to finally connect, but there's no Jockey or Boomer to be found. Looking to play off the distraction. Jockey is going to die off, as is the Boomer. And no rock connecting for Murder, but he has only lost 5% of his rage as the LOS game isn't working out. Are they going back? They are going back further. This is a bold move. Seeing as they already have a bleeder, this is a very bold move. They are full committing back. Are they going back to safe room? I think they are. They are full sending it back. Murder shouldn't go AI with the grace periods, but still. This has become infinitely harder for SI as that charger catches him on the drop down, finds another slam. But this became infinitely harder for SI. I feel like this tank is one of the harder SI tanks to play. Murder down to second pass just now, so he's got plenty of time. Hunt Smoke is up. I do believe they get a boomer for that third SI, though. I don't know how to feel about that. Unless I'm wrong and they actually get a jockey? Okay, they do get a jockey. I don't know when that boomer died. But here we go. Back to safe from Sendo. Rosquilla. Murder's in. He's got this police car, so they're not going to completely avoid the hittables. But they've already got one bleeder. Let's see. Sendo Rosquilla has also taken the lead. He's going to use his car, split him on the bus, smoke pool. Here we go. Going to try and lead, trying to grab him a hittable. There's the separation, but the tank is nowhere to be found. He gets a punch onto Werther. Hunter should be able to take that. No, he gets blasted. Apollo on the pick. And now there's only a jockey up. Murder's looking rough. Looking for this corner. Getting kited around. He misses another punch. Can he find a Hail Mary car? He's nearly dead. Jockey gets killed. And they're going to be able to kill this tank. Only a couple punches to their name. Werther will have to pop the pills. And they do have a long way to go before they're getting distance. But this is a huge opportunity for Sendo Rosquilla killing that tank. And they've already taken the lead off a distance alone. How much will this lead be by? Right now it's currently sitting at 4 points. And if Cartel X can kill them before they start getting distance, it will stay so. Gonna have the underpass hit, but they are still down. About 8 seconds left for that last SI, and I think Sendo Rosquilla is going to just blitz it, and they are doing just that. They're going to send him the hit with 3. They're going to get the charger. Smoker, spitter stack. And Coach runs the long way through. He could have just went backwards and not taken nearly as many ticks.
I got some ammo right here.
But he doesn't. So 204 is going to have to pop, going to continue pressing through. About 415 points of bonus, one more attack, and they should start getting distance here, as it should be on the other side. About right here is where they'll start getting distance points again. They're going to send in the attack. Boom finds one. Hunt spit again. Successful. Jockey M2, but keeping Rochelle in the spit. And it's another massive attack. Sendo Rosquilla falling apart a little bit here, taking a ton of damage in 2. And that's going to be the last bit of their pills, as Coach and Rochelle both have to pop to keep fast. Down to 280. But again, they're going to make it to the corner, and they should start getting distance points again. And they will, officially. Up to 260 and ticking. As they park out here, looking to kill the staggering commons in the back, but they really can't afford to because they are struggling. But we have a quad try for Cartel X up. Quad try number 2 of the match for them. Smoke pool lands first. It's a tri-cap! They're going to take the charge down the hill! Guarantee the in-cap. No quad, but it was a tri-cap. And the damage is still huge. Is Rochelle gonna die? Rochelle might die. One more slam. Oh no, she's gonna live. One more slam and she was done for. But she survives. And the bonus down 2. That was 120 bonus knocked off from that quad try.
Ammo here. Heads up.
Calling the go-go 2-2. They want to make it. They want to get one more attack here. They need to go now if they want to get one more, though. Sendo Rosquilla is slow, but they're not that slow. They're just going to sack out their spitter. They're going to sack out the boom. It looks like they want the quad for the final hit. And Werther will eat the boom, so that's going to give them plenty of time. As they are going to be able to take the hill. Coach is just going to bum rush it, but they won't have the attack in the hill. They're going to have to send the quad try at the safe room. Last chance for Cartel X to negate all the bonus Sendo Rosquilla has left, which is currently 151.
I'm gonna reload.
Reloading.
Hunter gives away his location first, not good. Here comes the rest of the attack. Charger over the fence, should get melted down. Jockey Charger take the same target. Hunter still around. Smoker in from back line. Gonna connect. Hunter takes that target. Bad miscommunication from Cartel X. They're gonna whittle down the bonus a little bit more, but Sendo Rosquilla completely shuts that down. They're gonna fall down to double-digit bonus, about 98. But they will walk in and have a little bit of a lead over the number 3 seed heading into the second chapter of Carnival. 96 bonus, giving them a 496 score. To Cartel X's 253. Hot start. Chapter 2 coming your way.
Yeah, they're a pretty big deal, alright.
Hell yeah! I got all their albums. Even their new stuff that ain't no good. Best backup singers you ever heard.
Getting ready for chapter number 2. Cartel X going to be trailing here early on. We're going to see another late tank, 73%. Sendo Rosquilla will kick off the survivor half here as we are live opening attack. Smoke hunt, charge, boom. As I expect to hit directly out of the safe room, Sendo Rosquilla going to bait it out. 2SI bite. Charger Hunter spawns up on the roof. And obviously they know exactly where he's at now. The smoker actually did not bite. Could still set up for one of these two as the boomer's going to drop in on the door. Going to connect with one. Common's going to start trickling in from above, but it matters not. And it looks like the push out is here. Smoker goes first. He still gets the skeet. Charger gets melted. And a huge skeet from 204 as they completely shut down the opening attack, taking a % of bonus off only.
Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
All these signs are making me hungry.
Gonna see a 2-2. Bit of a rough sack order here for Cartel X. They're gonna send it fast here. Hunter gets blasted again. 204 is on it. And again, Cartel X is gonna have a quad try early in the chapter. I don't know how I feel about that. But they're going for the home run hits. And I mean, if one of these hit, it could lead to a huge game advantage.
Weapons over here.
But 204 has been on it with the skeets here in the early goings. 2 for 2 so far. Now, here's the issue I see with this quad try, is they're not going to have a hit for the alley, no matter what. I mean, even if they get a triple cap or something, they're not going to have the hit for the alley. That's a big choke point in this chapter, lots of damage potential, and Cartel X is going to lose it. So they're banking a lot on this quad, which is currently up. It looks like they want to send it here. Jockey first. Hunter from the right, everything else from the left. Hunt lands, it's a double cap. They're just going to take the damage. This is great damage. Charger in. Going to get a slam. Smoker gets a scratch. And RACX is going to go all the way down to 42 HP. And it is great damage. But like I said, look at Sendo Rosquilla. Going to start blitzing through. They're going to get through this carnival area. And they're going to get through the alleyway for free. But Cartel X will have a hit on the climb up. So maybe they can take advantage of that. And they hit at the end of the alley instead, and it actually pays off well for them. Look at the damage tallying up. Look at Apollo. Sorry, I did something bad here. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. I can't see. Okay. I'm good. Sorry about that. There's smoke pull. Maybe a double cap up top. Nice. Charger stack with the spit. Hunt below gets killed. But Sendo Rosquilla is taking a ton of damage.
I'm a reload.
Already down to 65%, but this is a very, very rough tank.
Reload.
This is a very, very rough tank for SI. Just like the first chapter one. But we'll see what they can do. There's going to be team captain Haydex with the tank. As he is, oh my goodness, he lost 500 chip from someone. Who is that, Nick? Werther. Blitzing it forward and getting the chip, 500. And this tank is in. Wait a minute. From the cutoff, Charger lands in the open. There's going to be his corner on the 204. E-Rock in, connecting. He's still got one support up and a second one up here in a second. Oh, 204 with the deke. Pops his pills. DB going to be affected, but it doesn't matter. He's still alive down to 646. Sport's going to have to go. Tank dies off. And oh my goodness, 204. With a huge deke. Juking him out. And that tank is dead. What focus from Sendo Rosquilla. And they'll walk away with 480 points of bonus. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. But now they have a tough merry-go-round crescendo to traverse. And they have a decent enough hit for it. They have the smoker, the charger, and the spitter. Boomer to go along with us. They can't stack, but they want to hit on the back, it looks like. Charger's going to be off the mark. Smoke pull through. Delay wing with the spit. That's going to put Rochelle on the back line. Smoker going to come back for it. Looking to cut the tongue. Is that a bat? You can't cut with the bat. Smoker will die off. Rochelle trying to cut the tongue with a bat. Not going to work. Need a sharp. I think they have a fantastic sack order here, but we're coming up on the final attack. Still over 400 points of bonus. Final SI is the spitter jockey. Around they go. Charger will land first. Hunter takes the same target, though, again. Cartel X's SI have left a lot to be desired. Often enough hitting the same survivor in such synchronization that it gets them ghost for iframes, which obviously no damage comes from iframes. No communication, unlucky, it matters not, because they're gonna have to send in this 2-2 fast. Actually, I don't even think it's a 2-2. It's a tri-cap here. As the Chargers in from the front, Smoke pull back line. There's something, a nice double cap. Hunt gets there's the end cap. Smoker's still ripping away. It's a second end cap. And now Sendo Rosquilla is falling apart here at the end. As the Hunt lands, Ellis is gonna die. Wait a minute. Ellis is dead. They lose a survivor. Sendo Rosquilla has completely turned this on their heads. And they're gonna leave Rochelle. They're only gonna walk in with 2. What a complete turnaround! But they are still going to score some bonus. 547 for the chapter, bringing their total to 1043. But that is nothing. Cartel X can pull a huge chapter together and take this lead back after finding 2 kills right at the end. Falling apart. You hate to see it. As we are live, Cartel X feels their chance. Ready to go. Huge opportunity. They're going to send it out fast. Smoker lands first. Hunter blasted. Smoker still getting a couple ticks, and it looks like the Charger also got blasted. So, Cartel X just take 1% more than Sendo Rosquilla did. Only 2% though, so it matters not. And I don't think it's a quad try. We're not going to see an early quad try just yet. Oh, no, actually, that was this hit coming up. It was a 2-2 and then the quad try on the third attack. So we'll see if Sendo Rosquilla has similar plans. Tri-cap spit, so no chance for a quad here. As the Charger's getting blasted down. Hunt spit did find success. Jockey gets up for and keep him in the spit. That's a good shutdown from Cartel X. And they are going to keep this spitter, so it looks like maybe alleyway set up.
Hey, can we stop and make some cotton candy? Seriously.
It's a really weak 2-2 right now. Smoker Hunter. I think maybe you want to sack the Boomer, maybe even the Smoker, to try and find a better hit for the alley. But they've only sent the boomer. It looks like they only want to send that boomer. They're going to keep the smoker, they're going to keep the hunter, and they're going to obviously keep the spitter. I don't disagree with the smoker, or I don't disagree with the spitter hunter. I don't know about the smoker. We'll see what they get for that 4th SI. If they get a charger, this could turn into something huge. Okay, will be a charger, so they got a good enough hit. Hunter's pre-spawned up. Right-hand side, Smoker tries to grab Insider off alone. Hunt lands first. Can Insider get caught? Yes, but the spinner goes for the pounce target, and they get him before the slam. And Cartel X, other than Atsu taking a decent chunk of spit damage, is going to completely wipe the floor with that attack. Spitter's still alive here. And this should be a free climb up.
Watch out, Spit!
No one picks that spitter.
That one's mine.
Maybe catching Nick on the back line. No spawns are up to do so. And we're going to see a Boomer Hunter Jockey currently up. This could be the final hit before the tank if they even decide to send it. Boomer in a very Ooh, wait a minute. If he can get this boom, this tank might insta-commit. He'll have a tri-cap. Wait, who's tank? 204's tank. Okay, he has the charger. I think he'll still have a tri-cap. If that boomer can find one alone, get a good boom, the tank might just go in. As there's Cartel X, the charger is the tank. Where's my boomer? Finds one. I don't think that's enough to insta-commit. It's 204. I think he's thinking about it. I think he's in. He wants it. He wants this insta-commit. Hunter jockey up. Hunter trying to find something early and gets blasted. And tank immediately decommits. As this jockey's trying to take guns off of him. But he's already lost 1,000. Almost 2,000. Corkscrew curve. A little over the top. Down to 3.9k, and not the best start for this tank. Smart decision to decommit, probably. There's a smoke pool. Tank is... I thought about it again. His SI kind of letting him down here. Putting him in awkward spots, and it looks like Cartel X wants to go. They're going to take the carousel. They're going to take it up to the carousel. This will negate the dumpster. And the charger misses the catch up top. Nice double boom. But he doesn't have any support. Hunter's up now. Charger is 2 seconds out. Tank is up. Here we go. They can still find something huge here as the Hunter takes forever to get cleared. There's this corner. E-Rock in. Will connect. Can he find this corner? He gets... Charger misses again. He does find the in-cap at 1.7. Looking to decommit and save face. But I don't think he has anywhere to go until he gets behind there. He gets away at 373. E-Rock curve. Bounces off the building. Jockey may be looking to catch Insider alone. But the rest of the Survivors teams are going to recuperate and recover. Corkscrew over the top. He's now on top of the roof. Looking to keep this tank alive, but it's only going to be one in-cap, and this is going to be Cartel X. How about that? This is going to be a massive lead swap here if they can lock this in. He rotates to the top of the carousel, but he's only holding on to 372. A few shots, and he's dead. One more attack, perhaps. Smoker, Boomer, Hunter currently up. They could probably try and stack into the next attack here for the carousel hit. And get rid of this tank. We'll see. They're going to try and get the attack. Hunter gets blasted down again. Smoker instantly killed. Boomer gets picked off. And now this tank's got absolutely nothing. Should just die off at this point, I think. He's not going to get anything else. And there he drops in. Gets the kill. Tank is dead. Cartel X. A huge opportunity here. 673 points of bonus. They weren't down by that much. They were only down by less than 200. This is going to be a huge point gap here. If Sendo Rosquilla doesn't find something fast. Jockey dice nicely done using the audio cues to slow down the Survivors, give him the opportunity. But the Charger misses. Hunter Jockey ground level from the front. Hunt Spit will find success. Insider should be able to get it. Look at all the commons. Oh, that's good damage on the Spit. Taking him down below 600. That's about 100 bonus gone, but it's still a huge chunk at 592. Maybe one more attack. Murder wants you guys to go. Boom hops in. Oh, it's a triple proxy. Smoke back line. Nice insta clear. Charger will find one, but gets melted before he can get any damage. All that's left is this jockey. Here he comes around the corner. Gets M2'd, and that will be Cartel X taking the lead in dominant fashion. They'll be up by a little over 200, completely swapping this game on its head. 1309 to 1043 is your score heading into the third chapter. Halfway through map 1. I'll be back. And now we're ready for Chapter 3, Tunnel of Love, and we see the swap here, 29% tank, as opposed to the first two chapters being over 70%. This one should be this one should be maintenance room. This should be a maintenance. I think 29% is maintenance room tank, so it'll be fought in here. Still a tough tank for SI, I think. I feel like we've gotten the hardest SI tank Star Carnival has to offer. But here we go, live. Cartel X in the lead now. After the second chapter, opening attack 2-2, Hunter Jockey sticking with the 2-2 openers. 29% tank, not much room for damage here before said tank, but we'll see what Sendo can do. Still not trailing by that much, but I'm sure reeling a little bit. Is that Jockey gonna get blasted? Hunt spit success, and the Common gonna keep Insider in that spit, and the stumble back into it, and they find huge damage down to 56 HP off the opening attack. 8% gone, and Sendo Rosquilla bringing the momentum right back into their hands. And now, wait, look at the quad charge from Sendo Rosquilla. Charge lands, but gets killed off first. Looks like they wanted to try and go fast there. And this is indeed going to be the maintenance room tank. It's going to be tank number 3 for Sendo Rosquilla, up in the hands of Werther, who is insta-committing! He's down 2 support! What are we doing? Oh, he's only down 1 support. But he is getting kited around these swans. He finds a punch, but Nick gets punched up top. Werther looking awful right now. Support's going to have to help him out. There's a smoke pool, but he's nowhere to take advantage of that. He gets a punch. Hunter going to take that target. And it looks like that's how Werther's going to get. He's throwing in an E-Rock. It connects. He gets another punch. Can he get the end cap? No, he will not. I do not agree with that insta-commit. I am not sure what that one was about. Trying to change it up a little bit, catch Cartel X off guard, but it was unsuccessful. And that DB remains completely closed as they walk away with 859 points of bonus. Hunter gets blasted down. Jockey charges Spitter up. Jockey runs away down to 272. Sendo Rosquilla needs to put their hits back together. They're just completely off sync right now as that Charger back line gets killed. And they'll keep the Spitter. No Jockey or Charger. Oh, that's bad. They have a Smoke Hunt 2-2. And I think I want to see Cartel X just go. I don't want them to see even go for pills. I want to see them go. By the time Sendo Rosquilla sacks, they should be up top. If they went, but they slowed it down. This will give them at least some time to do this. Boomer's going to get killed off. And they don't have a charger. What are we doing? Sendo. Now they're banking on the fact that they get a charger. And I don't know if they do. Okay, they do. Oh, they're rushing it. Insider's up. But they got a double. Oh, the level by Insider. Smoke pool opposite end here. Is that going to be fall damage? Double cap below. Insider struggling to get these clears. And he will take a ton of fall damage. And it will be good. But what a level from Insider! Hitting him smack in the head with the guitar, avoiding the double charge. Cartel X looking like a completely different team from that first chapter. As Sendo Rosquilla kind of reeling a little bit. Still 554 points of bonus. Be really rough for them if they were able to lock this in. Jockey Spawn's been in a very awkward spot. Maybe just distracting for this Charger. He was about to lose his spawn on the front end. Boomer climbs up on the back. Gets picked off. Now it looks like I think they want to wait unless the Charger wants to climb up. No, they lose that spawn too. The Cartel is just going to continue taking map. Sendo Rosquilla is just letting them. There is still reset potential. So we're going to see a Charger, a Hunter, a Spitter, which delays. Insider's alone now. But they're down in SI. What? And the Charger does take him up top, gets a hit off the wall. Now the Hunters, what is Sendo Rosquilla doing? Okay, they'll find Pound Spit. They get the... No, the call. Oh, yeah, they'll get the reset. Hadex gets reset. They still haven't cleared that smoker. And now we'll see the pressure applied to Cartel X as Hadex gets reset and goes slow. And not only that, they lost a ton of bonus. They were at 559 a little bit ago, and now they're down to 279. Lost a good chunk in two. Boomer goes fast, finds one from below. Insider's trying to keep the spawns blocked from the front. And this Charger might be thinking about a rear entry, as is everything else. Oh my goodness! Charger lands, and it gets mopped up. Where's my Hunter and Jockey? Whoever the Hunter and Jockey were just absolutely sold that Charger's bag. That was a nasty double cap on the back line. And it looks like Cartel X is going to not only make it through the coaster, they're going to make it through with bonus as Atsu avoids that spit. Still sitting at that 1 HP mark. And will go down. Look at the smoker in the operator's booth. Looks like wants to switch sides. Are they going to... They're leaving Atsu. So they won't get full distance, but they're still going to lock in triple digit bonus. Now we just gotta wait for Atsu to die off. Looks like the Hunter's gonna finish the job. So they'll take the 153. No, they'll take the 62. They lost a lot. They'll score 653, which is still good considering that coaster is tough. It'll be 1962, 3 chapter total score for Cartel X. Second half coming up. Fest is going to be really upset in about 45 seconds whenever he sees I actually needed to fix the scores. But, I mean, even then, it's a really close game. This is a 900 and... Okay. A 919-point game? Before Sendo Rosquilla has actually played their chapter, it is still a really close game. And if Sendo Rosquilla can lock in a good chapter... We saw Cartel X walk in with 60 bonus and 3 survivors. So if they can walk in with 4 survivors and, like, 200 bonus, then... Maybe even less, like 100 bonus, then they'll be, like, right up on Cartel X. And we still have the Parish to play through. But we'll see if they can manage. This is obviously a really tough chapter. Got the early tank, and then they got the coaster to survive. So we'll see as the Pound Spit finds success. Oh, the jockey separation, and there's double into this bit! And it's going to be matching 8% hits off the opener. And you really need to take this tank perfect if you want any chance at surviving the coaster. Because of just how early it is and how gauntlet-y the coaster is. But here we go. Tri-cap spit, last chance for Cartel X to find Sandwich pre-tank, smoke separation, gets insta cleared up, Hunter on the back line, getting melted, will connect, but the spit's nowhere to be found. And I guess the Charger got melted in the front. Good shutdown from Sendo Rosquilla. This will take us into the tank number 3 for Cartel X. We saw Werther, the tank on Sendo Rosquilla, insta-committing. I don't think we see the same thing, but I'll be curious, as it will be Atsu, tank number 3, and he will not instantly roll in. As they do have a boomer. Which finds one. Behind those pipes, no one's blocking. They're going to send in the Charger as well. They want the Hunt Smoke Jock for the commit. And they'll find about 70 in chip as he's throwing an E-Rock through the doorway. Again, eating chip for that. Down 100 for it. Atsu down to second pass on Smoke Jock is his support. Here we go. He is in. Sendo Rosquilla needs to take this clean. Smoke Pool misses early, but is still alive. Tank is getting kited around. It is really dark in this room. He gets stuck down to 3.1. Support's going to have to go. He still doesn't have a corner. Smoke Pool up top. The Hunter's going to... Nice double cap up top. Oh, man, and there's only shotguns to clear it. Jockey M2, they're getting a lot of damage. Werther's running away. Why do they have so many shotguns? And Werther is being driven back. But now there's no support for Atsu. And Coach is going to get cornered. Down to 790, down to 468. Can he find an in-cap? He will not. So similar. Decent damage, but no in-cap found. DB remains closed. 649 points of bonus post-tank, but they still are going to have 3 bleeders here. And they got to walk all the way to the coaster and then take the coaster. And I don't know where the extra pills are. I don't know why they had so many shotguns here, but the double cap up top and the shotgun could not clear it.
Threw that blasted out hole of love.
And now a huge tri-cap here for Cartel X on the drop down. Jockey, Smoker, Charger, Spitter. And they have to drop down from the hole. No common have broken that wall. And I think the Smoker's playing guard, making sure that doesn't happen either. There's the first drop down. Second drop down, there's the Smoke Pool. They're going to stack. Spitter got picked, though. Jockey up top gets cleared out. One slam comes out, and whoever picked that Spitter is an absolute hero. And they'll be able to make it outside. Still sitting at 3 bleeders, but 2 of them are slow. Now let's see if there's extra pills in here. Coach is split off going for them, and there is none. No pills in that room. Boomer from the top, gonna find 2 from the roof. And it looks like Cartel X wants the coaster quad. This is where all the pressure's on. If Sendo Rosquilla wants to keep themselves in contention here in Dark Carnival, they need to take this coaster clean. Currently trailing by a little under 600 points. Quad try up at the top. Jockey M2. Here comes the charger. It gets cleared. Werther falls down but takes no damage. But the Hunter does land up top. I'm not sure why he kept pushing forward. Guess felt the skeet. Now there's no one to protect. Oh, the smoker goes Werther and they survive with one end cap. Nick's going to go down below. I wonder if they leave him. If he goes down, they might leave him. There he goes. And no, they're going to try and pick him up, but this smoker's still in contention. Werther's trying to pick it off with that SMG, but it ain't going to work. There's the spit. Rochelle has to drop down. There's the second end cap, and now it's falling apart. There's a third smoke pull. Down he goes. He lands on the fence. No fall damage. Jockey up top. Werther's all alone, fighting it off. Does get the M2. Can they get the kill? He's still alive. Searching for someone on the head. Coach is in spit. And another smoke pull. That's a third end cap. Apollo has died up top. And it looks like it's going to be the wipe onto Sendo Rosquilla. Unable to make anything happen on this coaster. And Cartel X will head into the fourth chapter, the final chapter in map 1. Up 1962 to 1393. Ready for the final chapter of Dark Carnival here. Cartel X up in the lead. So they'll start on the survivor's side here. Okay, we are live with the fourth chapter here. Smoker's going to get melted down. Hunter will connect. Pound Spit finds a home. And the Boom Stumble will stumble him out of it. So Insider will take a decent chunk of damage, but I feel like it could have been worse. Unfortunately, the Boomer just on the wrong side here. 67% tank will be the percentage here. And that should be Barn Tank. Huge hit coming up. Looks like Sendo Rosquilla is going for the home run play here early in the 4th chapter as they have a quad try for this exit. In they go. Hot lands. Oh, they're not going to get the quad. They stack. Charger misses in the back. Gets 2 punches. Jockey gets killed. Smoker gets a pull. Gets a couple ticks. Nothing more. Decommits. And that was a lackluster quad try.
There's lights on in the stadium.
Young, stop that shit.
Reload it.
Reloading.
And they will make it into the bar. Maybe try to catch somebody in the back line. No, they don't really have anything to do so. They have a 2-2 smoke hunt. This will be the final hit before the tank, I think. Yeah, it's a very bad hit. Cartel X is going to be a walk into this tank really healthy. As we have 4th tank for Sendo Rosquilla, RACX. Be the final tank of Dark Carnival for Sendo Rosquilla. Looking for the E-Rock, trying to catch anybody going outside for chip. Not successful, though. I don't agree with that hunter actually spawning. Wait, look at the catch. I do agree with it. Look at this. Oh, Atsu gets the ski. He misses the punch. He takes him out. He finds punch number 1. He does get that corner, but this tank has no support. That was a 5 puncher, I think. Yeah, 1 more for Incap, and he does secure it at 1.1, but he has no support but this Jockey. Tank's trying to decommit. Jockey in to help him, but he will die. And Atsu saving
You'd be okay.
face, avoiding absolute utter disaster.
Damn, they messed me up.
Careful on these roofs.
2-2 charge smoke. Post tank here. Sendo Rosquilla reeling a little bit again since chapter 1. Boom gets picked off. Here comes Charger from the side. Gets melted down. Smoke spit the only thing left. And I think they want to just... Actually, I don't know what they want to do. They have no Boomer or Charger now. They're going to send the smoke. I don't know what they're... What are we doing? Now they have a 2-2. I guess get the 2-2 and then sack into the quad? I don't know if... I don't know.
Reloading.
And they're going to send in the 2-2. Jockey M2. Hunt spit success, but a huge insta-clear. Jockey starts keeping the spit, gets killed off. Atsu does take a little bit of spit damage. Not too much. They're still sitting over 700 bonus. This is going to give him a huge score heading into that second map here. As long as they don't get quadded. Which I don't know if they have a quad or not. Look at them blitz through. The comments have not been helping Sendo Rosquilla at all. It's going to be a track up with the spit, so no quad. Charger finds a home. Does not hit the wall, though. Spits off the mark. Pounce does land, but nowhere near the spit. And Cartel X is going to walk in with a huge bonus. And they're going to start pulling away a little bit. As they are in 3-chapter score of 3,066. Or 4-chapter score of 3,066. After an 1,100 point chapter, and that's going to be a solid score line heading into the parish. But can Sendo Rosquilla close this gap a little bit before heading into that next map? See. A lot of pressure riding on this survivor half for Sendo Rosquilla. Momentum-wise, mainly. Here we go, live. Final half of Dark Carnival. 2-2 opening attack. Boom, gonna go in fast. Gonna get a proxy on the front. Survivor. And they're going to go ahead. Smoker gets insta-cleared. Hunter blasted down instantly. Are they going to try and keep the spit? They'll keep the spit. They'll have a 2-2. Or that spit and mostly spec out. They'll have a 2-2 here. Gonna be a jockey charger, so you know what? No, that wouldn't spec out. That's a decent hit for the inside here. And Sendo Rosquilla is gonna try and blitz it here. But everything's in position. Look at that charger, quick spawn. Gets melted. Does connect though. Where's the spit? Oh, the spit got picked! Again, another hero spit pick. As Cartel X is confused, but you can shoot through that wall. It was probably an accident. The spitter was just in a bad spot. Got picked off. Unlucky. And Sendo Rosquilla is looking really good through 2 hits. Tricap and Smoker does land. Charger off the mark with the Hunter, and the spit is outside. So it's another clean take. And they are looking better than Cartel X was heading into this tank. And if they can take it clean, again, a solid chapter. We'll keep them in it. This is going to be Insider, the final tank for Carnival. Wilmer in, going to get picked off. Just a sack, going to give him a Smoker jockey. And I do believe they'll get a charger over the Hunter here in this scenario. Not that that's a bad thing. I think that's actually a good thing. We'll see if I'm right, though. Yep, they do. Charger, Smoker, jockey. No time to sack anything else. Is going to have to roll with that. Sendo Rosquilla really needs to take this clean as this tank is in. Getting kited around, still hasn't found anything. Support's coming up. There's a smoke pool. He takes a different target as Ellis in the corner. Gets punch number 2. Does he have the corner, though? He gets his third punch on to Werther. That's an in cap at 695. Support's in. Corkscrew in. Charges off the mark. Corkscrew connects. Gets a punch from the Charger. And that will be Sendo Rosquilla killing the tank. Only one in cap, but I think, yeah, they're about to win. Cartel X is about to win the chapter. Cartel X walked in with 604. Sendo Rosquilla is currently up to 732. And they still got quite a ways to go. Losing the chapter wouldn't be a bad thing, but they can't lose by a lot. They really can't. Yeah, my mouse is like ass right now. What is going on? Hunt spit connecting on the back line. I'm not sure what happened to that Smoker, but the pound spit success, and that will bring their bonus down below 700. And this is before they've even started the event, which they will do now.
Reloading here. Watch it. Reload here.
Here comes the attack. It's a quad try. Oh, it's a double cap. They clear the Charger. But the smoke pool up top, Ellis couldn't get the self-clear. This is going to be massive amounts of damage. That's going to be not only a chapter loss for Sendo Rosquilla, but this is going to be about a 200-point gap off a bonus alone. And that's going to tally on to the point gap that Cartel X had to begin with. And struggling with these comments, are going to be able to squeeze another attack. Double boom from the top line. Hunt back line. Charger gets leveled. Pound spit success. Rochelle trying to squeeze out. Boomer trying to keep him in. Proxy boom. Ellis is eating so much spit damage. He actually goes down. I didn't even notice him. And they are struggling at the end. This is a very rough event, but with how clean Cartel X took it, it's unfortunate to see Sendo Rosquilla like this, as this jockey is carrying him away. Damage continuing to tally. Got the Hunter trying to get melee skeet. Unsuccessful. Double cap back line. And wow, they are going to walk in with only 100 bonus. They're going to stay sub 2K. This one goes, we will probably be heading right into the next match as well, which is scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. It will be Spoot versus Avalon, another total of 2. So if this one goes as late as I think it will, we'll probably be heading directly into that one. No breaks, so we'll see how this one goes. Cartel X is live on the Survivor side as we are ready to kick off the Parish. Tri-Cap Spit, Jockey Charger Smoker, opening attack, ready to go. Sendo Rosquilla, a lot of work to do. As they're going to lead Jockey on the back line, stacking with the same people again, which has been a big Sendo Rosquilla issue. Actually, I feel like that's actually been a Cartel X issue. Stacking on the same guy with the same SI, getting iframes. It's going to be a 2% opener as we are on the 300 distance Parish opening chapter. This will be the first tank of map number 2. It's going to be into the hands of Team Captain Apollo. As he rotates back line, avoiding the chip, going to take the long back route. Actually, it's not even a long route. It's just a backline route here to avoid the chip. Something I do not disagree with, as you want every HP you can when you're going to commit with your tank. Boomer finds one. Tank looking to make a play. Oh, he's going to go up top off the attack. Good attack by Sendo Rosquilla. Minimal chip, about 250. So the corkscrew on the roof. Doesn't find a target. Looks like Hunter's going to stay alive. He's not going to opt to even bother with the car. Which I don't disagree with. That car is annoying to get over the top anyway. Down to second pass. Going to have to commit with what he's got. Smoke charge hunt will be said attack. He's going to have to commit with it. Looking to drive the survivors back towards that charger. Big tank for Apollo here. Looking to bring the game back into his team's favor. And goes the tank, splits him 2-2, goes for the front end survivors instead. There's the smoke pool, he's got his corner. Oh, Ellis has to be careful. He has to be real careful in there. He ledge hang, okay, he's gonna be wise and ledge hang himself. That is smart. Look at this charger off the mark, and now the tank's in trouble. Atsu with a huge heads up play here to ledge hang himself. Now the tank's gonna decommit at 900. That was smart. He will not get death punched into the water. They're trying to be aggressive and chip this tank. He has still lost about 600. Boom off the left-hand side. Does get one. Sport's going to have to come in to help him out early. Wait, the jockey. I don't like this, coach. And the jockey loses the 1v1. And they're going to go for the pickup onto Atsu. Smoke pool trying to grab that boom separation. E-Rock in. Should hit. And it will. But I don't think it did any damage. Just an iframe rock. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a rock off the honor stumble, though. The man, Atsu, man. Gotta be counting your lucky stars. Atsu nearly died. Another E-Rock in. This tank should be about dead, as it looks like Cartel X is just gonna go for the Go-Go's. I think this tank should just die off at this point. They don't have a spitter as long as he's alive. And that'll be a boom pick. Jockey separation. Atsu wants to kill this tank. Jockey not getting killed. Now it's AI. And that will be a dead tank. Really solid tank from a pop. He's at 1 HP. He's at 1 HP. 1 HP tank. Uh-huh. Well, let's catch up with Cartel X here, as that 1 HP tank is going to be chasing the rest of the map. They have a Tri-Cap boom coming up. They will not get a spitter as long as that tank is alive. This is actually kind of huge for Cartel X. They need to send this fast. They have time for a quad. Well, actually, the tank might catch up at this rate. I'm not sure. It's just a sneeze away from dying. Boomer hops in, back line, gets picked off, Hunt from the front. Charger a little bit on the back, a little bit late. Does stumble for the smoker, gets a punch, and dies off. Wow. This could actually be Cartel X just rushing it in. Smoke pull, insta cleared. They trigger the car alarm, but it doesn't matter that everything else is late. Cartel X walks it in. Keeps 350. Scoring 648 for the chapter, bringing their total to 3714 for 5 chapters of play. Ready to go. Second half of 1, Sendo Rosquilla trailing. Here we go, smoke leads from the front. Nice stack. No, the charger missed and the spinner got picked. We will have the tank. It's gonna be tank number 1 for Cartel X on map 2. In the hands of Atsu. Corkscrew curve in, boom from the top line, unsuccessful. Charger going for that back. Survivor gonna connect with Ellis at the doorway. It did. Here you go. Infested. Atsu at 7%, but he was ledge hanging for half the time. As that hunter got blasted out of the sky, he rotates up, takes about 400, pretty much similar. As he's up top, now look for the corkscrew overhead, gets picked off. Smoker, Jockey, and a Boomer currently up. As this tank is in with a Boomer down to 25%, ready to go. Punch number 1 connecting. Boomer from the top finds 1. Tank has no corner right now, and he's down to support. Jockey lands at the double cap on the front end, and this tank is playing cover, playing keep away. Guns are not on the tank. He switches targets over to Nick. Jockey carrying Rochelle down. They're focusing this tank instead of clearing the Jockey. He's going to decommit, gets an in cap, and oh my goodness. It is disaster.
I need somebody's help just for 5 seconds.
And oh no. They do clear out the smoker. Tank is in, tries to get a last minute punch, unsuccessful.
Don't even think.
So they'll get these pickups, but it's 2 in caps.
Thanks, I owe you one.
Anything for you, Rochelle.
And this might be a chapter lost.
Thank you.
Reloading.
If I go, you guys are gonna miss me. That's it. Stay focused.
Reloading.
And they did lose the chapter. Cartel X walked in with 348. Sendo Rosquilla has 250 with probably like 2 more attacks to go. They're trying to go now. Pounce, spit, success. No one is even watching. Looking to keep him in, unsuccessful, but it's still a lot of damage. As Apollo's going to pop that last set of pills down to 182, going to have to keep pressing forward.
Reload.
This shotgun will work.
2-2 smoke charge.
Reloading.
For the final attack, 182. There's the bonus line right now, which is not going to bring Sendo Rosquilla back in the game. But I guess this 300 distance chapter is also not going to bring him in the game, back in the game, no matter what. This is a weak chapter for distance.
I'm a reload.
Don't shoot that car.
There's the push out. Boom responds in the alarm car. It will be set off. Charger hops in. Nice smoke pull. Charger gets a stumble. Spit goes out on the smoke, but the smoker pulls her out of it. And they get a little bit more damage to the end, but this should be Sendo Rosquilla walking in. And they will take it in. 37-14 to 24-37. That is the scoreline. That's after 5 chapters of play. Yo, MK, thank you for the raid. You started after me and you're raiding into me. I'm gonna take it that the match between you and an Assault did not go very well. Unlucky. That's just an assumption, considering you started well after I did. Oh, God. Well, I'll take a look at that score later. I'm assuming it wasn't very pretty. You're tuned into Cartel X versus Sendo Rosquilla. This was close after 3 chapters, but you can see Cartel X is slowly pulling their way away here as we are on the map, second map, the Parish, after a Dark Carnival game. It is still a very winnable game, about 1,300, maybe less. I actually think it's less than that. As we are live. Sendo Rosquilla looking for some momentum back into their favor. Smoke pool alarm car ready to go. Charger gonna try and stack, but he's way off the mark. Hunter gets blasted. Single boom, the only thing finding a target. And there's another smoke repull there. They're gonna find less than 1% off the opening attack, but it will be a 33% tank. And I gotta say, if you're Sendo Rosquilla, you're kind of thinking, like, yeah, early tank, but that's gonna be a gazebo tank, and that is not the easiest tank for SI. And they're needing like huge damage here. They're not really in like it's wipe or lose kind of mindset yet, because the game is not that far off from being winnable. But this is not the kind of tank you want to be looking for high damage on. As this Hunter continuing to go for shotguns, this time it is successful as the Pound Spit finds one. Boom on the back line, and everything else will die off. Sendo Rosquilla has been sending these Hunters after the shotguns, and most of them has not worked out. As look at the aggression. Instant 200 some chip as we have 204 the tank up. And driving back, the aggression is paying off. He's down over 1,000, down 1,100. He's not even going to be able to go for the dumpster. I think he's going to try. Oh no, oh no, no. Oh no, he does land the E-curve, but there is no support up to help him. And he is being chased. It is not good. Going for the dumpster. He's going to need a Hail Mary here. Lines it up, hits it in. It will be in play. But he is already down to 3.1k. Sport's going to have to go like instantly look for the corkscrew around the wall. Going to bounce off the roof of the bathrooms. Jock Smoke Boom is not the kind of support you're looking for. Boom from over the top of the wall. Nice hug from Ellis. Not going to be successful. Dumpster splits him. Does land the proxy boom. Hail Mary dumpster is all he can really get right now. He's going to go for Coach. And he got it! You're kidding! He has time! Can he kill him? No way! He got it! He got it! I don't know if he has the HP. One more to get the kill. And he gets it! Oh, he's serious! And then he dies! He got it! You gotta be kidding me! Are you serious? He needed the Hail Mary and he actually hits it! Oh my, salvaging the tank! They salvage it! Now they need Sack into the hit they need. They're going to send the Hunt charge first. And it's going to be a double cap in the spit. And they're going to go for a quad.
We have guns here.
Oh, man, I just watched that back. I can't believe they got the kill. They did it.
Watch out.
Gonna be a 3v4 scenario coming up here for this opening attack out of the Sendo trailer. Out they go. Quad versus 3. Hunter Jockey ground level. Smoke lands first. That's kind of huge. Jockey lands. They clear the smoker though. Oh, and it's not going to be the quad, but it's still going to be huge damage as Jockey is carrying Insider away. Gonna be good damage. But it's not gonna be the quad. Cartel X is gonna continue to accumulate distance. Boomer hops in, trying to go fast. They're gonna send in the next attack. Spitter goes out. Looks like they want another quad. Spitter gets picked. But now look at the Smoker Hunter. Very late. Oh. Very late. And they're gonna get another 2-2 because the Spitter and the... No, wait. The Smoker saved. So I'm not gonna have another 2-2. Smoke pool separation onto Rochelle. No one's paying attention. SMG trying to get the clear. Commons are killing him. The Insider's gonna get the button. Rest of the tri-caps up. With the boom. Boomer around the fence. It gets picked off. Knight's heads up play from 8X. They're going to keep going through. They got the button off. Insider gets the pull down. Charger from the top line. Off the mark. Will Lambert gets instantly cleared from the machete. And it's another Cartel X shutdown. They're killing him with 3. And it's not a good look for Sendo Rosquilla, as that door to the bus station should be open by now. And they should just keep going. Atsu has gone down to slow. Gonna be a 2-2. Wow, another 2-2. The sack order's been awful. Boomer hops in, a little bit off the mark. Pound Spit finds a home. Comments surrounding Insider. They need an in cap and they don't find it. I don't know if they're gonna be slow enough to find one more attack or not. Spit delays. Okay, they'll find another attack. There's another in cap. Jockey Smoker Charter. This is looking like the wipe inbound, and it will. So Cartel X finally wipes out. But they still managed to score 381 after losing a survivor at that tank. 4,095 is their 6th chapter score. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. This tank is that gazebo tank. We saw how well Cartel X was taking it before the Hail Mary dumpster. If Sendo Rosquilla can do that and lock in a good bonus, this is their chance to start pulling it back. As we are quickly alive into the second half. Tri-cap boom, charge smoke hunt, ready to go. Slow push out for 204. Walking the van. As in comes the hit. And they land the double cap. Charger was off, but the punches are going to be plentiful. And they find great damage here, about 6%. This is not what you're looking for. Welcome in. Welcome in the drop. Great to have you. And all the other raiders, of course. Welcome in, welcome in. Tri-cap spit, last chance for this tank from the gazebo. Charger comes in, gonna get melted down. Hunt will land, but look at that Charger knocking him out of the spit. by total accident. It's a complete shutdown, and this tank is going to mean everything. It's going to be Team Captain Hadex, tank number 2 of Map 2. This will be tank number 6 for Cartel X. Tank number 12 in total. Or not 12. Yeah, 12. Yeah, no, I'm not crazy. 6 tanks on both sides, that's 12. Back to basics, back to second grade, where I need to do my multiplication tables. And we are going to have our first pause of the match. Timeout from Cartel X. Alright, a little 30-second timeout. We are good to go here. We will see action resumed. Hadex is the tank. Sendo Rosquilla playing similar aggression. Staying forward, not quite finding as much success. Hits up, down about 400. Ellis is staying there. This is interesting. There's the punch, and they're going to have to stay here now. There's the smoke pool. Tank is going to keep that target. One more punch for Incap. Already is an Incap here at 4.1. He's going to climb over the wall and decommit. Wait for that last support to come. No, he's walking along the wall. Looking to stay in. Charger's really out of position right now. Hunter's in. Here comes the Charger from the back line. They're going to focus it down. Nicely done. The stumble in, though, and there's the Hunt target. They get another punch. Charger's getting punches as well. E-Rock in. Connects on to Coach, and they need to kill this tank. A second. No, he misses! And he gets the punch. The Incap off, and he still has 1,000 HP. E-Rock curve. There's a punch. Is this going to end up being a wipe? There is no way. Rochelle needs to win this 1v1. Another punch on that corner. Okay, the jockey does die off. Another. This is way too much damage. This is so unnecessary. A historically bad tank is going to find massive damage on both sides. Is he going for the kill? Werther's in danger. Tank's still at 300. And look at Rochelle. Hunter's going for her. Oh, but it's off the mark, wide left, and now she's regrouped with her team. Here comes the Charger now. Gets instantly leveled. And Werther, they're just playing time. They're just trying to bleed out Werther. He's in danger, and the tank does die. And I think Werther and 204 are going to be getting yelled at here. Look at that. 9 and 6%. Respectively. And that is not going to look well whenever that tank got so much damage. And now this is their chance for a big chapter, and instead they're only sitting at 300 bonus, and they haven't even taken the event yet. And they're going to blow another opportunity to bring back this game. Nice double M2 from 204, gets the pick on the boomer. Here comes the push. Smoker misses. Jockey spit from above. Last SI still down. I don't think Sendo Rosquilla is aware of that, though. They're trying to get... They're falling for the sound cues. There's a split on the Nick. The jockey doesn't know it, though. Charger's up now. Gonna be coming from the front-hand side on the ground, maybe? Or no, he's gonna climb up, go for the rocket spawns. Nick is in danger right now, being split. The double cap. There's exactly what I was talking about. The charge spit land. No, the spit's just shy. But it is still going to be only 235 bonus to Sendo Rosquilla's name, and they're not even going to walk in with bonus at this rate. So maybe this 2-2 will help as the Hunter goes in. They're going to send it in fast. Hunter from the front-hand side looking to get skeeted. No. It's going to be a pound spit. Slow clear from that Hunter. Everyone running through the spit. Only one set of pills left, and there's three slow survivors. Not good. Now Cartel X has a quad. Thank you for the 10 bits, Infested. Much love. Sorry, I'm just now seeing that. Quad try. Ready to go. In they send it. Smoke separation on the top. Top of bodies. It's a tri-cap. Where's my jockey? It's still going to be massive damage. Jockey finally gets cleared, but this Smoker Charger doing work. Charger almost gets the kill. Werther's in danger. The commons are too much. He's down to 13. Another in-cap. And the comments don't get the kill. There's the Smoker onto Werther, who just got picked up. Boomer from all the way downtown, but Nick is reloading. Double boom, spit in the corner. And oh my goodness, they wipe from the spit. And they're only going to win this chapter by about... By 31. They won the chapter by 31 points. And when you're trailing by that much, I gotta say, I want to win the chapter by more than 31 points. So despite that death, Sendo Rosquilla will not be able to take advantage of it. And Cartel X will still have a good lead. As we are on the third chapter. Coming up on this third chapter, we're going to see another early tank, about 45%. I'm not 100% sure where that is. My money is on, it's either here. My money's either on here, or where I'm sure Sendo Rosquilla really doesn't want the tank, in this open area here. It's on one of the two. That's my money bet on the 45%er.
Are we busting out or in?
But we'll see if Sendo Rosquilla can... I don't know if... Shut up, Key to Truth. Just shut up, Key to Truth. I hate you. But we are going to be going live here. Chapter 3, Cartel X in the lead. Sendo Rosquilla has blown about 3 opportunities to bring this game back. And are probably not feeling very good in the head right now. Probably not feeling good mentally. It's very demoralizing when you get so many opportunities and you just can't seem to capitalize on one. As Cartel X completely shuts that down. 1%.
Reloading.
Try cap up. Looking to play for separation. Charge lanes up top instantly cleared out though. Jockey gets melted down. Hunter landing on the front there. Gonna get some ticks. That was a decently put together attack. And the double boom proxy. It's going to be 8% in 2 attacks. Not bad from Cartel X. But Sendo Rosquilla pulls it together after a little rough opening attack. They do find an extra set of pills very early, so that's going to be out of commission. 10% left. So it's looking... it's looking like a drop tank. We'll see what they can get on this attack, though. They don't wait for them to come inside. They send it quickly, maybe trying to catch him off guard, but it did not work. I would have rather waited. I would have rather seen them wait till they got inside. This will be tank up. Third tank of map 2 for Sendo Rosquilla up against RACX. Needs to put in work here. He throws an E-Rock as he climbs up to the roof. And Insider missed that skeet, but he's able to dodge it out. Hunt Boom charge, the current support up. Boomer goes out, gets a proxy. And they're going to look like they want to play Rock Tank for a little bit. He does still have 100% first pass, so I don't disagree. Hunter going for that separated survivor. That's... Oh, the melee skeet! He got it! Atsu with the pan skeet! Is that a pan he's got? Yep! He hits him in the noggin with the frying pan. Hunter's separation tactic play unsuccessful. As now Cartel X is going to LOS, and they're going to have a Boomer coming up. Jockey, Smoker, Boomer. Cartel X repositions outside, picks off that Boomer. And it looks like they want to... No, they're going to get another Boomer. I don't know. Sendo Rosquilla. Oh, Tios. They're going to get another Boomer now. Oh my god, but he resets the first pass. Are you serious? And he gets another... He got another one! And this tank just saved himself from his own team. They're sacking completely wrong. And he resets his own first pass. Nice open area charge. Nice double cap lands. But he throws an E-Rock. Can he find a target? No, it bounces off the roof. It's still good damage. Sendo Rosquilla finding a bit of an opening. And it looks like Cartel X is actually going to make their way back, making the jump up through. Tank's going to rotate on the front line. And he hasn't lost a lot of health. He's only down about 500. Double overhand over the truck here. And they're going to send in yet another attack. The tri-cap up, smoke lands, Jockey M2. Charger tries to take that smoke target, completely misses, gets a punch, nothing more. And now they're going to get yet another Boomer, and now it's starting to look rough again as they're going to get a Boomer, and he's on second pass. It's not necessarily the worst thing if you have the Boomer on tank, but you really, really got to rely on it and commit. You got to rely that that Boomer's going to land, and look at the aggression again. Down 900. In he goes. Boom Smoke Jock. Or Boom Jock Hunt is the support. And the triple boom! Here's what I meant. It's okay if you land. It's a double punch. Jockey lands, takes him into the trailer. Maybe the Jockey was a little too early. He's got the in cap. He's still sitting at 2.1k. Hunter got blasted Insider with a huge skeet. And he's going to decommit after the one in cap. And this is looking good for Sendo Rosquilla. Insider's going for the pickup. Should be able to get it. Now he's going to throw the rock. He drops it. Doesn't want to take the rock for the pickup. They send the Charger. Insider eats a rock. This tank is putting in work. Another corkscrew overhead. Boom on the down guy. And Insider's going for the pickup. Tank's going to drop in, but he's got no... He's going for the kill. He gets the kill. Confirmed again. He decommits, but he dies off. Jockey on top of the semi. Getting great damage. And once again, Cartel X is going to lose their survivor at the tank. Huge heads-up play from RICX.
We got a hunter.
And they're down one.
Anyone else feel like crap right now? Reloading.
Sending it in on the back line. Smoker Charger go for the same target again. It seems like Sendo Rosquilla doesn't know how to handle taking down 3 survivors. But a lot of map to go for Cartel X, and it's tough parts of the map. They have the climb up. They have another climb up. They have the drop down on the other end of the bridge. And I don't know why we're sending the charger so fast, but it doesn't matter. They find one in cap. Is that spit close enough? Oh, the stumble through! The spit insider! Can they get the clear on that hunter? They won't. Cartel X wipes. And it's another 300-point chapter. And once again, Sendo Rosquilla has an opportunity to bring this game back. The 600 distance alone will put them at 34-49. It'll bring them within 1,000 on distance alone, and that's without any bonus. So a good bonus chapter once again gives Sendo Rosquilla a massive chance to bring this game back into their hands, and finale will be an option here on this second map. Is fifth time the charm? We are live. Tri-cap spit coming up, ready to go.
This freeway's gotta hook up with the bridge.
Sendo Rosquilla another opportunity, but the charger misses. It's a good shutdown to kick us off. This is less than 1%.
Hey, I'm reloading. Watch out!
That sounds about right, Infested. About 950, that sounds about right. And that's, again, without the bonus. So, 500-point bonus. Double boom. Hunt lands, and there's a double cap. And the reset. Hey, Key to Truth, I'm going to ban you. How about that? C to boof. As they find 10% there. Not very good.
Reloading.
Watch out!
Reloading.
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 Hunter from the front, that's what I would have liked to see Sendo Rosquilla do. They send it on the inside, but they completely shut it down. Huge, good survivor play coming up.
Reload.
This will take us to the tank. Third tank of this match for Cartel X. In the hands of Insider. This is tank number 14 of this total of 2. As the Hunt Jock, Hunter gets blasted. Rockin' Bound gets blasted as well. And they're going to keep the Jockey Boomer currently.
Nice kill, Nick.
And Sendo Rosquilla is going to make the rotation of action. I think it's a bait. Look, they baited this tank, and now it's in. But he has a good tri-cap, so it doesn't really matter. Tank drops in, gets punch number 1. Already down to Smoker. Jockey's going to take that target. Is he going to play keep play? No, he's going to take that corner. He's going to get the in cap at about 3.6k and decommit. There's a smoke pool. Returns back in as the tank gets the punch. Does he have the corner? No, he does not have the corner. This is not looking good for Cartel X's tank. Oh, but Nick gets stuck. There's a punch. He's got the corner. Nick goes flying, and that's going to be an in cap number 2, still at 1000. Smoke pull. Drops back. Another fake out. Looking for the corkscrew, but it looks like Sendo Rosquilla is going to survive.
You wanna stay down with a little scratch like that?
What's up with you down here? Come on, let's get up.
No problem, Ellis.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Scare myself.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Come on, youngin', if I can do it, you can do it.
Boomer from below gets picked off. I hit my mic. 657 points of bonus. This is exactly what Sendo Rosquilla needs, but they still got half the map to go through, so we'll see if they can hold on to it here. As they do take a choke point. Now the question is, where does Cartel X hit? Do they let them take the whole way to the other side? And I think that's wise, or even down at below. In the low corridor there with the charged spit. I don't know. We'll see. Sendo Rosquilla has slowed it down. They've got 2 bleeders, 2 sets of pills left. There's a push-up. Cartel X not making a move to go, so Sendo Rosquilla is just wasting time bleeding out here. The jockey maybe wants to make a play on the one-way.
Nick, good news. We're going down in this sewer.
I am not climbing in.
Looking for the drop down together. Tri-cap spit. Charger Hunter jockey, really good support. There's the drop down. Hunter will be coming in from the front hand line here. Spit is viable in this corridor as long as I think it's about right here at the entrance. Nice M2. Charger in from the back line will connect. Oh, this is going to be huge. Oh my goodness. 2 slams and in kept. Charger and Hunter in the spit. Jockey lands on the back line, and you can say bye-bye to about 300 of that bonus.
I'm not lying, this hurts.
As they are going to be down to about 259 points. What an attack from Cartel X. And they already have an extra set of pills back at the starting area, so there's only 1 set left to find. Not what you want to see. Smoke pull back. That car obviously not alarmed. Boomer is on one of the alarmed cars. Hunter lands. Charger did not. Charger found a punch. Boomer gets picked without any alarms going off, and they'll be able to make it through without setting off anything.
I'm a reload.
Reloading.
Yeah, best be finding me a health kit. Everybody grab a weapon.
Man, it's been a long time since I have felt this bad.
Tri-cap spit for this drop down. Hi, Cleo. Welcome in. We got Cleo joining the booth. There's the drop down. Hunter does spawn up. He's on ground level. SMG trying to pick it off. There's a smoke pull up top. Gets killed off. Jockey's behind that car. Pound spit. We'll find it. Worth her. And that's 2 in caps off of that one. And they are losing bonus. I think they're going to be down to double digit. If not, they're going to be really close to being down to double digit. They will. 81 bonus. And it's not going to be enough. Can they at least bring it within 1,000? They're close to getting full distance. So you know what? If they can find full distance, like we mentioned, it's still going to be within 1,000. But they got to be able to do that. They pop that final set of pills. 1 survivor being Werther is black and white. RICX is also black and white, so that's 2. They both need to get full distance here. Smoke pool front line. They're going to stack with the charged spit. Nice clear on that Charger double boom. Werther's running through the spit. No one called out that they're spit in the way. Gotta do it. And now Werther's slow again. About 80 points left to be had. They need to go.
Reloading here. This beat all. I'm about to die.
Trying to catch him. Nice cheeky spawn on the back line. Hunter is looking for a target. Spit will get the in cap, but they'll be able to clear everyone. Maybe RCX is gonna survive, and they're gonna be able to get full distance. Okay. So they will find all 600 points that this chapter has to offer, plus 42 bonus. Or probably a little less than that, but they're going to make it in with bonus. It's going to be 3489 for their total 7 chapter score. So it's within 1,000. So it's 910 points in favor for Cartel X here. 910. Okay. 4th chapter, 910 is the gap in favor for Cartel X. And look at this tank, 36%. Oh boy. And remember, we are not done yet here today. Honestly, we're not done for a while. We have got another game starting in about 50 minutes. It's going to be another Division 2 clash. It's going to be number 4 Spoot taking on number 29 Avalon. That one's going to be starting at 5 EST. And then we do have another game we'll probably be going right into. Or we're probably running a marathon here, to be honest. Because these are all total of 2s. From that Spoot Avalon game, we're going to be heading into a Division 1 match at 7:30. Going to be Zetica versus Vaso de Leche. And then the last match of the night for me at 9:30. It's going to be Pokers versus Blood Dagger. And with all these being total of 2, it's very possible we'll be at here all day with no breaks. But I'll tell you what, Gun Noodle is ready for it. Gun Noodle is feeling good and he's ready for it. But we're going to see what this one has to offer. 910 in favor for Cartel X. We're off to a good start here as this has been a fun match. 2-2. Hunt Smoke opening attack. Ready to go. Hunter from the front hand side does get skeeted. Spit die second, so they're going to get good sack order. But it's going to be 36%. You're welcome, Flames. I'm glad you enjoyed the ASMR. Wait, Flames, are you supposed to be playing a dang game? Your match started. Go. What are you doing? Don't tell me they forfeit. Okay, no. You guys are playing. Flames, go play your dang match. What are you doing? Good luck, have fun to you. Thank you for stopping in. Much love. Good luck. I'll be rooting for you guys. Big fan. Look at that charge spit. Actually, don't look at that charge spit, because the spit's nowhere to be found. Can this Hunter maybe salvage this hit? No, the Hunter gets skeeted. And this will take us to the tank. We have Murder sitting at 5 punches. Everyone else is 4 or below. And it's going to be Pool Room Tank, which is, yeah, it's iffy. And we're going to have Werther. Tank number 4 for Sendo Rosquilla. Going to be needing something big here. Boomer gets picked off. He's trying to work in these dumpsters. We know how little success rate we have with these dumpsters. Oh, nice hit up top, but can he squeeze it through the doorway? This is where we see Tank struggle. Oh my god, it's wedged up. It takes a bounce back. And now it's on the left-hand side, and he's going to get punished for trying to work this in. And there it goes. So he's without that dumpster. Smoker Jockey Charger is going to be the support. As he is second pass, he is in. Smoke pool early, and then it gets cleared up before he can get that corner. Charger from the staircase, but no one is there. He lands punch number 1, but he does not have that corner. There's a jockey. Charger does land on the back line. He's going to be able to get this in cap, and then he's not going to get anything more. Down to 900. Can he get one more punch at least? Ellis is going to drop down. Maybe. Yes, he will. But now there's no guns. Tank does die off. One in cap isn't going to cut it. Quadruple digit bonus. 1097 post tank, post pill pop. Now kind of reeling, and I think we're gonna have to see I think we're gonna need to see Sendo Rosquilla start spamming quads, and that's actually the opposite of a quad. That is a 2-2. And they're gonna find an extra set of pills.
Reloading.
Murder drops down. Boomer hops in. Nice double proxy. Ellis took the back way. Charger gets cleared. And a little bit of damage on the Atsu, but they stacked him. Oh, the lynch hit! Wait a minute! The jockey's ready for this. Oh, he gets killed, and so Hadex survives. It's looking scary. But no go. As they'll start the tractor, work their way back up. Boom hops in, nice double. And Sendo Rosquilla is yet to go for a quad. I really think they need to. Hunter cannot get the strafe. Smoker pulled. The Hunter will find a target, but it's a little late. Charger from the bottom as he also missed the strafe. And he walks down. Cartel X is going to send it. I don't know why they went. I need to get in the mind of Sendo Rosquilla. I need to get in their comms because I have no idea what some of these calls are. They sack the boom to get a spitter, but then they don't even wait for the spitter. Like, I don't understand what some of these calls are. Now they have a 2-2 with the Charger Jockey. Boomer from the window, front-hand side, finds one, gets proxied. Jockey also tries to go for Nick, gets killed. And they go in one at a time, and now they're not going to have a charge spit. Like, I don't understand what we're doing here. I'm not usually one to play bias, and I'm not biased at all, but I just genuinely cannot understand what's going on here. I don't know if they're giving up or what the deal is, but it's 898 points for Cartel X. They lock this in. It's going to be one hell of a trek to try and come back. But they'll start with catching a jockey in the front. Gets mopped up. Hunter nowhere to be found. There's the catch. Smoker hasn't gone just yet. Maybe a one-way maybe a one-way pull up. Nope, they drop down. Clean. 856. Long tongue. Gets a couple ticks. Hadex goes slow. Does he pop those pills? Yes, he will. This is going to put Cartel X over 5K. Jockey, Charger, Spit. The final SI, the final line of defense, and it has now been broken. Is there an open? No, the Spit did spread far enough, but there's only going to be one SI up to really take advantage of this delay. And it's going to be a boomer. So Cartel X is going to walk in and put this game on ice with a 792-point chapter, bringing their total to 5891 across 8 chapters of play. And that is a huge blow to Sendo Rosquilla's mental. Yes, Ryan Samerson, this is indeed the last map. Welcome in, by the way. We saw Dark Carnival played already. And they can go to Parish Finale if they want to, but if Sendo Rosquilla does not at least match this bonus, I don't see any reason they go to the Finale, as it's only 500 distance, I think. I'm actually not 100% sure. We're live, second half, possible final half of this tournament match. Chapter 8. Smoker Hunter 2-2. For Sendo Rosquilla, or for Cartel X. 204 makes the push out. Hugs it right. Position 2 following suit. Back to 3 SMGs.
Stop shooting me.
Hunter gets blasted. Boom picked out of the sky. Smoke pull in the spit. Couple ticks gonna find their way through. 204 gonna go all the way down to 83 HP. And a 4% opener.
Reloading. Reloading.
Tri-cap spit coming up. Final hit before this tank. Last chance for damage. Everything from the top. Charger lands. Pound spit success. Hunter still flying around. Jockey did get killed off, but look at all the damage onto Apollo. All the way down to 64. And that is not good. They need all the HP they can get, all the bonus they can get. We'll see what this tank has to bring. It is tank number 4 for Cartel X. Number 8 of the match. Number 16 of the total of 2. It's going to be up in the hands of Murder. And they're going to send in the full attack here. Smoke leads first. Boom finds one. They're going to keep the jockey, so they were just sending the boom smoke. Going to give him a Charger Hunter to go along with that jockey. Murder's trying to work in this dumpster, and I think it's just playing for time, hoping to get lucky. The dumpster's not really necessary in this area, but if you can get it in, it's freaking awesome. But he can't even get it through this big doorway, so I don't think he's getting it in. Oh, yeah, okay. He's still trying. He's down a second pass. Charger Hunter jockey. Is it support? He gets it inside finally. Can he get it up? He gets it up! He's not going to have a lot of time to work it in, though. He's already down to 50% second. It looks like he's going to let it go here. In goes this tank. Sendo Rosquilla has to be perfect here. And they're doing good so far, but there's the pounce. Should be the tank's corner. Hunter isn't cleared. E-Rock turn onto somebody else. Gets the punch. Got the corner. Charger missed it. Support's not helping Murder really that well. Gets the in cap and he jumps down. 1150 is the tank. And he's going to decommit. He's going to completely decommit, rotate back outside. And they should have to drop down to get these pickups. Not sure what that smoker was. As Murder has gone AI. And with this AI tank, as long as he doesn't die, this should give Cartel X a quad try. But tank doing pull-ups in, but he may be able to get by this dumpster. No, he pulled up on top of it. Now he's stuck in the roof. Player tank found stuck. Yep. And this tank will die off. Do they get the quad, though? I don't know if they get... They'll think they're getting the spitter now. They will. So Cartel X tried to delay long enough to get the quad, but tank died before that last spawns up. It will be a spitter, but it'll still be a really, really good attack for this alleyway. Sendo Rosquilla walks out with 887, about to lose this chapter. As Cartel X walked in with 792, here comes the hit on the alleyway. Charger tries to go in the back. Charger, jockey, everything lands on the same guy. But it will still find success, and the Charger will be able to leave, and that is going to be Cartel X again winning the chapter, walking in with 792. Sendo Rosquilla falls down to 745.
Been through so many back alleys in my life.
Smack some shit.
Tri-cap boom. There's the charge up top. Can they get the separation? No, the smoker takes the jockey target. Quad boom, but they had the one-way kill. But they did it wrong. Tri-cap in. Can they make these straight jumps? Hunter does. Pre-spit goes out. That will be successful. Can the Charger find the straight jump? Smoke pull down below. And they get fantastic damage. There's the in-cap. Smoker gets cleared. Charger gets 2 slams. Nick is going to go down. And that will be Sendo Rosquilla making it across the tractor. As the spinner's shy of the delay. Two Hunt Jock. Ready to go. Hunter from the top. Jockey looking to come from underneath the staircase. Can't seem to find that spawn. Hunter catches Rochelle up top. Spit's not really in position, but this Jockey can certainly make something happen. No, it dies off. Spit. 204 is going to eat a little bit of spit damage here. And they're all red HP. Too slow. And the other 2 that aren't slow are bleeding. Maybe an extra set of pills in this cabinet? No. No pills in the cabinet. Quad try. Smoker's tongue gets cut. Or not quad try. Tri-cap try. Death spit lands on to Nick. Is that going to be an in-cap? No, Common can't keep them in long enough, but look at their HP.
Can we not shoot each other, please? Reload. Reloading.
Tri-cap up. Call and go. Goes boom from below. Gets the proxy. I'm in the wall. Charger hops in. There's an in-cap. Charger gets killed off. Hunter up top. And that is a dead Rochelle. Because they cannot pick her up. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a second. Look at that. Ellis proves me wrong. Spitter looking to delay again. Gonna spit in the alley. Splits in 2-2.
Ammo here.
Boomer from the top. Couldn't quite find the pick. Finds a boom. And they have no bonus left. Smoker from the front. Insta cleared out. And get the good sack order for the final hit. Charger's going to send it now. RICX is going to die. In-cap goes out. I get to pick up and keep pressing through.
Girl, you got to learn to shoot.
Reload.
Two Hunt Jock for the final attack. Jockey M2'd on the back line. Hunter going for a scratch. Will find success. Werther is 1 HP. Boomer hops in. Gets the proxy onto Werther, who is still sitting at 1 HP. Spit goes out. Werther gets out of it. But this is going to be a 1,700 point game. It's not mathematically possible. So this will be Cartel X taking the win. Comes the Charger, gets a punch. Werther finally goes down. Now there's only one spawn for all these SI. There's a smoke pool off the mark. Jockey drops in. Hunter from the opposite end. Jockey tries to hop over the wall. Look at the Hunter. So Jockey's not letting him get the pickup. Hunter gets blasted out of the sky. Jockey lands. Should get mopped up. Not going to get mopped up. Look at that Boomer spawn and he gets the double proxy. And that will be safe room made. And the GGs are called. And that is going to be Cartel X. 58-91. Taking the win over to Sendo Rosquilla. 41-67. The number 3 seed prevails over the 30 seed. GG.